You didn't have Brock Bowers, you didn't have Ladd out there, rah-rah, yet you still had multiple guys being able to make big plays, especially Kendall Milton. What can you say just about the performance and the talent and depth on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it all year. We have so many guys that can step up and make plays whenever guys are out, and that's the standard here, you know. Next guy mentality, whoever's going to come in is going to make the plays to help us win.
What was Coach's message to you guys tonight? You look pretty stoked after the game, taking pictures with families, acknowledging the crowd. What can you say? What did he say?
I mean, we knew that we're going to have to come in and be physical, obviously. It's a line of scrimmage game when it's a rivalry game. You're going to be hard-nosed, try to run the ball, and I think we did a great job in that on offense.
Career night for Kendall Milton, 156 yards on the ground. What can you say about his performance?
Yeah, I mean, the past couple weeks, I mean, him being fully healthy, it's been a lot of fun to watch, and it makes my job a lot easier too. Got to credit that O-line too, you know, getting pushed up there, but there's so many times where he's making 1, 2, 3 guys miss and then taking it 30, 40 yards, so big credits to him. Makes my life easier.
Carson, you think you guys have done enough to earn a playoff spot? Do you think you're going to have to show it next week?
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we got the SEC championship game next week. Just go into that and try to be 1-0. That's all I'm worried about.
It's kind of tough that you guys have come all this way undefeated, but you might still have to win next week's game.
I mean, if we got to win, then we got to win. That's all I'm really worried about.
What's your excitement level going into that Alabama game, your first SEC championship game starting?
Super excited. I mean, we've had a good season up to this point, 12-0. If we go undefeated in the regular season, it's not an easy thing to do. So obviously celebrate that, but big game next week. Super excited for it.
Is there anything about tonight that you specifically want to clean up going into such a big game next week?
I mean, I think we can clean up multiple things. You know, whether it's certain protection or certain run, certain pass, defense, special teams. I mean, all around the board. We're going to come in tomorrow and start getting correct.
That's a great question. And then some of those penalties, I know you guys, that's not really like you. Is there any message about that, or is that just kind of cold night playing your rival kind of thing?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a few calls there that maybe shouldn't have been called, but I mean, it goes both ways. You know, you get some, you lose some as far as the penalties go. I mean, obviously this year we haven't really had a bunch of those, but some we look at, try to fix.
Gotcha. Thanks, Carson.
Kendall Milton, let me ask you about him. I calculated it, and I don't know if I'm that good at math, but 350 rushing yards in the last 3 games. What have you seen from him in the last few weeks that have allowed him to come on so heavy?
Yeah, I mean, seeing him fully healthy, you know, I feel like throughout his career, you know, he's been battling a lot of different injuries, and it's awesome to see him, you know, come back, be fully healthy, and just run like he's been running. You know, he runs hard, he runs aggressive, he doesn't go down on first contact, he breaks through arm tackles. It's a lot of fun to watch. It makes my job a lot easier.
I don't think you guys have played a game this season, and you might be able to correct me here, without either having Brock Bowers or Ladd McConkey play in at least 1 game. But credit to you because you spread the ball out so well. The receivers on this team, the depth, can you talk about it with me? Can you tell me a little bit about how special that is?
Yeah, I mean, to have the depth where, I mean, we had Ladd down, Rob down, Brock down. For those other guys that step up, you know, and step up into, like, a lot of production was missing, you know. So for them to come out, execute like that, and I mean, we've kind of shown it all season, obviously, not having all 3, but that hasn't happened yet. But for them to step up, that's huge for us.
One guy who I think has done really well in the last couple of weeks is Dylan Bell. How have you seen him grow this season?
Yeah, I mean, like I've always said, you never know which game a guy's going to blow up, you know. One game it might be Roseman, one game it might be Ladd, one game it might be Dylan. But we've seen him the past 2 weeks, you know, really be able to step up for us and fill in some of those spots that are out.
May I ask